Kato Production.
Hi, this is Shimmy, hitpmusic.com, like every other weekend, down here at Apparel store. But today, I have somebody special. I have my nephew, Token. Say what's up, Token.
Hi, I'm Token.
Token is different than one of my normal interviews. Token, how old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
Token is a 15-year-old rapper from where?
Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. But we're gonna get into that after. But before we start talking about you as an artist, we're gonna talk about you as the child, because that's what you are.
Yes.
You have a lot to learn, young sir. Okay. But what's a normal day like in the world of Ben, aka Token?
So I go during the week. I'm at school.
Where do you go to school?
Marblehead High School.
And you're
a freshman.
Shout out to you. Shout out to all the freshmen at Marblehead High.
Yeah, man. Ripping that freshman game, bro.
What's a day like?
So I go to school. I do I pay attention in class. Like I'm not Token at school. I'm Ben at school.
Okay.
But I go through my classes like any regular kid. But when I leave school, it's just music. Like I'm not the most social type of kid. Like I'm social in school. You know what I mean? So when I leave school, it's business basically.
Okay.
I'm doing music. I'm writing, recording, networking. Anything I can do.
Okay. So the moment you get out of school, you morph into Token.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about Token.
Okay. He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
He's a beast.
I fucking hate him.
You hate Token.
Asshole.
Token's pretty impressive. What you got? All right. So
Shit.
let's talk about your latest project that you just put out. It's called the Mindstate.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So I've been working on it for a really long time. It's my first official tape. It's all industry beats. I tried to be very diverse in it and tried to get just pieces of what I can do in that tape. I've been working on it for a really long time, and I released it in January. And the whole idea behind it is that the Mindstate, it's really more than an album name. It's kind of the way I work, really. The Mindstate is something that I feel that anybody who really wants to make their dreams come true needs to have. That it needs to be, you need to eliminate everything that isn't helping you to succeed. And just everything that you do needs to get you to that point, or nothing's gonna happen.
And where can they find that?
They can find that on Bandcamp.com.
Okay.
And DadPiff.com.
Alright.
And that's sponsored, so you don't need an account.
Oh, okay. Check you out. You sponsored?
Yeah.
Check you out. Alright. And then the last single we was talking about a little before was for the contest. Talk to me about that.
Well, it's the Don't Funk Up Our Beats contest that's put on by Funk Volume. And I would say I think it's my best video. A lot of my shit is just rapping to a mic, like for other contests and stuff like that. But this one is a real video. I got my dad in that shit with a clown mask on. He was the one with the clown mask.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah, shout outs to him. Okay. He created me. And he came up with a lot of ideas too. So it's a funny ass video. It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm with a clown and I'm getting a haircut and I'm at Stop and Shop. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
But it's awesome.
Okay. So your family is supportive
yes.
of you and the whole music thing.
Yes.
So do they ever feel some type of way, like when you come home from school after you do your work, you go straight into like writing mode? Like,
well, they basically know how it is. Like, obviously it wasn't like it was weird at first, probably, but that's just me now. They understand that. I have a setup in my house, so they had to be okay with that. My mom had to be okay with that, they know how it is, and they're very supportive.
Okay. So speaking of support, you have a real big support system behind you. You being only 15 and all, you have a lot of just life lessons to just grow up and go through. But tell me a little bit about Glasshouse, production and how they support you.
Yeah, so I met John through that. He, I made a mixtape with Colin Mitchell, who goes back to composition.
Okay.
I was in 6th grade, I think. He was in 7th grade, and the tape sucked. It was not a good tape. We were still growing. We were on our way. I mean, we're always growing, but we were not here yet.
Okay.
So John heard that tape through actually Colin's barbershop. He gave it to them, and they knew Glass, and he heard it. So he wasn't like, they're part of Glasshouse, because when you heard that tape, you wouldn't just be like, they're on my team now. But he heard it, and he's just a very nice dude. He really likes to help people out.
Yeah, shout out to John Glass.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to him.
I like you.
We're gonna be
I
talking
don't like
to
a
him
lot of
real
people.
soon.
Yeah.
We're talking real soon. In case you guys don't know, John Glass, he came in 2nd place the other night at the Hot New Music Producer showcase down at the Middle East. 1st place was Mr. High Fidelity, who I also got a chance to speak to. And since we're gonna bring up local names, I want you to tell me about some of the locals that you work with or that you like to work with, even if you haven't worked with or like to work with, just who you like, just as talent-wise, artists and producers.
Yeah. I mean, I work with Glasshouse, but Glasshouse is definitely, if you guys aren't familiar on Glasshouse, you definitely need to look into them. I mean, we have some crazy artists from Ducaron to Etiquette to JU, some real talent, and some of the best talent in this area.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, Latrell James, we were talking about him earlier. He's a monster, yo. I met him for the first time in person at the Easy Money show.
How was
and
that?
It was dope, man. I met Easy and that was cool. Easy's a fucking issue.
Where was that show at?
It was the Honey Pop.
They let you in?
Yeah,
How'd that happen? How'd they let you in?
I snuck in.
Snuck in.
No, that didn't happen. But I don't know. They know me.
You're a ninja. You just make things happen.
Yeah. I dressed in all black and shit. Went through the events and
Dope.
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody? What about producers? Anybody that you're?
I mean,
a fan
Latrell
of?
James, dude. He's a
Yeah.
fucking animal with it. He's crazy, yo. He's. But I mean, John obviously is a monster. Balance the Undiscovered Bum. He's also in Glasshouse. He's great too. He just created his fan page on Facebook, so like that. And I don't know. I really should know more names, but
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. You seem like you know what you're into, what fits you. So if that's what it is, then that's really what it is. You got anything coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I always got stuff coming up.
Tell them what you got coming.
I mean, I'm working on a tape right now, which I'm not planning on releasing very soon because I'm just in the beginning process of it. But I do have a song coming out with composition soon, a video, which will be ridiculous.
Okay. And this project that's coming up, it's gonna be all original production, right?
Yes. Yeah, a good amount of producers on that, from LA to New York to a lot of people. So that's gonna be great. I'm really excited about creating that. But other than that, we have a gig at Opus in Salem.
Okay. When's that?
It's in April. I forget what date it is. But we're opening for Big Shot.
Okay.
I'm fucking horrible with dates.
It's all good. Didn't you just open up for Los the other day?
Yeah, I opened up for Los.
How was that?
It was dope. It was definitely dope. Yeah, I went with Glasshouse. I Ducaron, Joey B, composition performed as well.
Okay.
It was a good night.
So, okay. You got any other shows coming up?
Other than that,
You want
no
any shameless plugs for your Glasshouse team? Anything going on with them as a camp?
I have the memory of a 90-year-old dying person. So.
Yeah, 15, man, it happens.
Yeah.
Gotta get your wisdom up on you.
Yeah.
Alright, so where can all your followers and your potential future minions, where can they find you? Because you're gonna be big one day, man. If you keep the mindset you got now, you stay on top of your business, you keep doing what you gotta do, you will definitely go far.
I appreciate that. But you can find me if you Google Token Hip Hop, I'm everywhere Token Hip Hop from Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Bandcamp. I'm Token Hip Hop everywhere. I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm Token Hip Hop everywhere, so you can find anywhere I'm at.
That's nice. That's nice sweaty, bro.
Right? Yeah. I don't know where you got that. It looks horrible on you. I think it looks great on you.
We didn't plan this, by the way. It just kind of happened. But thank you, bro. You came far. Appreciate it. Keep doing what you gotta do. If you ever need any help from me, Master Apparel, Heart in the Pains, got you.
Apparel. Yes.
I'm Shimmy.
I'm Token.
I'm Luke Nukem.
He's the man. Peace.
We don't even need a beat either, man. Fuck the beat. Fuck the bass. Fuck the snares. Fuck the horns and drums. Sure enough, the force I pour when I bust could surely interrupt the course of the orbit of the sun. It could absorb the orbit and force it to orbit my tongue when the course is done. I'm more than nuts. I'm at the lyrical pinnacle and I'm bored as fuck. Ignore the cuss. It's just the more frustration I endure, the more I cuss. So it's safe to say I'm pissed off more than enough. I was born with sort of a lust to ignore authority, middle fingers forcing them up, not giving a portion of a fuck. See, you're a moron, and plus telling a moron he's dumb is like telling a horse he's a slut. According to what the fuck their sport is, it's more than just a normal assumption, it's borderline fucking fact, your actions are informing us. So I don't feel sorta rough when I say you're dumb like Forrest Gump with Asperger's. Killing pussies, I'm a cat burglar, mass murderer. Reppin' mass, I murder without heat to burst, so when I'm speaking words you get your ass beat worse than Tina Turner. You internet gangsters don't move ounces and reach for burners, you move mouses and reach for cursors. You don't flip birds that don't chirp, you flip the cheapest burgers. You don't use your words to wrap circles around me, you wrap circles around words doing an easy word search. I'm really a nice guy, I'm sweet as sherbet, but girls look at me like a creepy pervert. Maybe it's because in the halls I follow ass like a donkey freaking herder. Shh, but I digress. I call myself a nice guy, but yes, sometimes I confess that I'm quite a pest, not even liked by my friends. We just fight like an ex, I just go to their house to use their Wi-Fi connect. So I use my time to just write rhymes instead, and then when I blow, they'll be right by my side again. Excuse my profanity, but you fucking phonies, I'm confused. How the fuck you ain't a fan of me? Before me, you were failing frantically. Your 4-year fan base finished with 4 fans and they were all freaking family. What the fuck would I forgive them for? Keep showing me fake love like a couple who can't afford divorce for the court, so they're forced to form like before. That was a corny metaphor, but I can afford it because I just murdered this floor. Shit!